Everything you see around you right now, stolen. This design, stolen. This idea, stolen. That song stuck in your head, also stolen. And here's the beautiful part. That's exactly how it should be. I'm about to challenge everything you know about originality and creativity. But what if I told you that the secret to being creative isn't to be original at all? What if the most creative people in the world, from Steve Jobs to Picasso to Beyonce, build their entire careers on one simple principle: steal like an artist? But here's the catch. There is a right way and a wrong way to steal. One makes you a creator, the other just make you a copycat. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to do it the right way. Let me guess. You've been stuck. Maybe you're staring at a blank page, a black canvas, an empty document. You want to create something, anything, but every idea feels like it's been there before. So you freeze. Tell yourself, I'm just not creative enough, or I don't have any original ideas. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. Nothing is original. And I don't mean that in a depressing way. I mean it in the most liberating way possible. Listen to what T.S. Eliot said. Immature poets imitate. Mature poets steal. Bad poets deface what they take. And good poets make it into something better. Or at least something different. But here's why this matters to you right now. We're living in the age of creative paralysis. We scroll through Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, seeing everyone's highlight reels. And we think everything's been done. Why even try? That's the lie that's keeping you stuck. The truth is, you don't need to be completely original. You need to be authentically you. The way you become authentically you is stealing from everything and everyone you love, then filtering it through your unique perspective, your experiences, your voice. As the author Jonathan Lethem said, when people call something original, 9 out of 10 times they just don't know the references or the original sources involved. So why should you watch this video? Because I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from the myth of originality and start in creating the work you've been putting off. Not by trying harder to be original, but by learning how to steal intelligently from the right sources. Alright. So how do you actually do this? How do you steal like an artist, instead of just being a thief? Let me break down the 5 core principles. Steal from your heroes. All of them. Here's your first move. Make a list of your creative heroes. Not just one. At least 5. Ideally 10 or more. These people whose work makes you feel something. The artists, the writers, musicians, filmmakers, entrepreneurs who inspire you. Now here is the key insight from Austin Kleon. If you copy from one person, that's plagiarism. If you copy from 10 people, that's research. If you copy from 100 people, everyone will say you're original. Think about it like DNA. You have features from your mom and your dad, but you're not a copy of either one. You're a unique remix. Your creative work is the same way. As Cleon says, don't just steal the style, steal the thinking behind the style. You don't want to look like your heroes. You want to see like your heroes. Build your swipe file. Here's a game changer. Start a swipe file today. This is a collection of everything that inspires you. Quotes, images, article clippings, screenshots, songs, color palettes, design ideas. Anything that makes you think, that's cool, I want to remember this. David Bowie said, "The only art I'll ever study is stuff that I can steal from." The filmmaker Jim Jarmusch put it perfectly. Steal from anywhere that resonates with inspiration or fuels your imagination. Devour old films, new films, music, books, street signs, trees, clouds, bodies of water, light and shadows. Select only things to steal from that speak directly to your soul. This isn't hoarding, it's collecting selectively. You're curating inspiration. And here's the magic. When you're stuck, you open your swipe file and suddenly, ideas start flowing again. Copy to learn, then transform. The Beatles started as a cover band. Let that sink in. One of the most original, groundbreaking bands in history, begun by copying other people's songs. Paul McCartney said, they only started writing their own songs as a way to avoid other bands being able to play our set. Salvador Dali said, those who do not want to imitate anything, produce nothing. When you try to copy someone and fall short, what emerges in that gap is authentically you. Use your hands. Get away from the computer. Use physical tools, paper, pens, sticky notes, clay, whatever. Austin Kleon has 2 desks in his office. One analog, one digital. The analog desk has no electronics at all. Just markers, pens, pencils, paper, index cards. This is where ideas are born. Then he moves to the digital desk to edit and publish. Why does this matter? Because computers make us perfectionists. We edit before we create. We delay before we even finish the thought. Physical tools force us to commit, play, to experiment without that deleting key mocking us. Create what you want to see. Stop asking, what should I create? and start asking, what do I wish existed? Write the book you want to read. Make the video you want to watch. Build the product you wish you had. The musician Brian Eno said, my interest in making music has been to create something that does not exist that I would like to listen to. This is how you break through creative block. You're not trying to please everyone or create something original. You're just making something you want to exist in the world. Don't wait until you know who you are to get started. Don't wait for the original idea. Just start stealing like an artist. Because remember, you're not a thief. You're a collector, a curator, a remixer. You're taking everything you love and turning it into something new. Something only you can make. Now go steal something beautiful and make it yours.